The popularity of women's sports is growing exponentially in the United States, but experts say there is still a long way to go in the battle for equality. Female athletes are still looking for greater visibility, commercial sponsorship, and equal prize money. Mitch McCann with this story for CNA from New York.
In New York, Brooklyn FC senses opportunity, and not just on the pitch. In their second year in a Division I women's professional competition, players, including defender Kelsey Hill, are noticing more interest from brands wanting to work with them.
There's so much more opportunity. I think the fans and getting all the noise around it and everything on social media, having the TV deals, there's so much more.
The team's manager credits what he calls the tailwinds from the rising popularity of women's basketball and the US women's national soccer team. Between 2022 and 2024, revenue from women's sports grew 4.5 times faster than that of men's. And last year, the Women's College Basketball National Championship final drew a larger US audience than the men's final. But that growth comes with a dose of realism from players and experts who warn that equality with men's sports is still a way off. Kelsey Hill says women athletes give up a lot to build a career in their sport and face financial challenges that men often don't.
A lot of my teammates are working second jobs or trying to have additional income because it's not really enough to support us fully.
New York University academic director Gina Antoniello, who has spent time working in the corporate offices of some of America's top sporting organizations, says some of the headline figures that are celebrated don't tell the full story.
With sponsorship revenue up, that's great, but it's still at 8% of entire sponsorship budgets. With women's sport coverage, it's up. It's centered in, with great broadcast deals at primetime spots. The broadcast revenue is being priced a lot lower.
The consulting firm McKinsey believes women's sports could generate at least $2.5 billion in value for rights holders by 2030, but says there are still several obstacles preventing that from happening. McKinsey partner Ben Von Willer says one of the biggest commercial challenges for women's sports is turning casual fans into highly engaged, avid fans. McKinsey's data shows that supporters of men's sports are generally more enthusiastic, and that greater level of engagement translates into higher revenue.
They need to create more avid fans to look more like men's sports where the spend is highest, and they need their casual fans to become less casual, and by that means watching more games and attending more games. That will be a meaningful driver to closing the revenue gap.
While many challenges remain, players like Catherine Zimmerman say they have witnessed significant progress throughout their careers. Catherine says she feels fortunate to be part of that change before retiring.
It's just created so many opportunities for us, to be employed playing soccer. And yeah, I'm definitely fortunate. I'm nearing the end of my career, so I feel like I'm getting the tail end of that opportunity.
Opportunity is growing for women athletes in the United States, and many are now determined to build on the gains already made in the push for equality. For CNA, I'm Mitch McCann in New York.